Hello guys, it is Duke and welcome to a creative Let's Build. I've been wanting to do some building for quite a bit of time now, and I had this great idea of what I'd do, but I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't want to have another single player world. I just felt like that would be odd having two single player survival worlds going at once, so I thought, hey, might as well do this in creative. It's just going to be absolutely amazing the entire time. I've got so many plans for this. I'm really interested, really excited to get going. I'm actually using a texture pack right now, which you probably are noticing. It's BOO's, his building with BOO texture pack. It's not actually all that different from vanilla. Most of the blocks are actually the same, as you can see, but like planks and bricks and some of the glass, sandstone, they're all different, so that means there's a lot of possibilities here. Also, I'm using the Better Grass customization that is available through Optifine. I just felt like that would be a great idea of something to do. And well, what am I gonna do here, guys? We're building in the swamp. Should be pretty cool. I'm gonna try to turn this into some sort of like medieval Venice type build, a city built mostly on the water, a lot of dark wood, you know, very water oriented. I'm gonna make sure we have giant ships and a harbor and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of influence by Seatown from the Hobbit series. I don't know how many people are familiar with that, but it is absolutely a beautiful city, and I'd love to sort of incorporate that here. So I'm just gonna do probably a little bit of thinking what I'm gonna do here, and I'll be back when I've done that. So see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I've went ahead and mapped out where I feel some roads and bridges are gonna go in orange wool, because orange wool sticks out pretty well. Normally I use lime wool for something like this, but I just felt like it wouldn't have much contrast, especially with the colors that are around here. So it's just sort of the basics of where I'm going to start with building. I'm going to have a road that sort of wraps around through here. Needs to keep it a little bit off of the river because I plan on having a wall and maybe a building or two fit between the road itself and the water. The thing about roads in medieval times, they're very, like, really cramped. You know, the buildings are right up on them, which means I'm going to be able to fit a lot in here. It's a lot different than modern times where we'd have like a road that might go from like here to here, and rather in medieval times it'll go maybe from like there to like there. You know, that's a good half the size. It just feels like everything's a little bit more condensed, allowing us to get more builds in each spot, which I'm really excited about. I've put some bridges over where I feel they will be. You know, these are always able to change if I feel a spot would work better else for them. But for right now, here's where I feel like they're going to be. This main river right here is probably going to be the most important part of the entire city. You know, if we're going to really think about it, most people are going to need a big waterway that'll allow them to get out to the ocean and stuff. And sure, there's a lot of water here. That's very true. But it's just shallow little ponds that you really can't get a massive boat through. And I know I'm going to have to do a little bit of terraforming through this. I mean, some landscaping is going to need to be done in some areas. It gets really thin, like really thin right there. But then it's big and nice and open in other places. And it just gets through a big part of the city, which I'd feel would probably be a big, like, commercial area, something very needed for trade in this time. So I really like having this river here. It's probably the most important part of the build, so I need to capitalize on it, make sure I can make the best out of it. But other than that, I really haven't sort of figured out where I want everything to go. I'd like these to sort of be districts, as they're sort of like set off from each other because of the river. I'd like maybe this to be the commercial and this to be the residential, because this is a big body of land. This is probably the most land in the swamp we have is right here. Also, there's a really cool little like cavern here with a little bit of water down here that goes through and I'm just really excited to figure out what I could do with there, because there's lots of possibilities. There's just really cool little areas like this all around here, which is something I really love about using the large biome feature, is there's just stuff like that that you wouldn't see in a normal Minecraft world. Over here, this outer part is pretty small for anything, so I might sort of turn it into something with like, well, let's see, I don't know. I thought about doing like cannons and stuff, but if we're going medieval, that would be like that'd be like Renaissance period, where I'd have cannons. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I might just put some towers or something, which would allow, these people to protect from invaders coming from the sea. Could always put like a lighthouse out here, which would be pretty cool. Actually, there's quite a few places for lighthouses. This is a big swamp. There's plenty of places to do stuff here. So I'm really excited to get working. This is probably the end of the episode here. I just need to really think about what I'm going to do, because I don't want to dive in, start building, and realize I really don't like where I'm going with it. So I'm going to think things over, and I'll see you guys next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been Duke. If you like this series, please subscribe for more, because there's going to be a lot of this, as I love building. It's my favorite part of Minecraft, and you'll be sure to enjoy it. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.